Hello viewers, welcome back to Excel Academy's YouTube channel. It is Saturday afternoon and here we are presenting the current affairs weekly roundup. This is session number 27 and here we are trying to cover the news bits that we came across between August 9th and August 14th. If you are a CSEET aspirant or if you are aspiring to clear any of the competitive examinations, this is a video which you should follow. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe and please do leave your comments at the end of this video. Vehicle scrappage. Modi asks startups to invest in auto recycling. So recently, the central government has introduced the vehicle scrappage policy. According to this, the old and the unfit vehicles are to be scrapped and they should be taken away from the roads. That's the whole idea. So the government of India is now calling upon the startups to invest more and more on auto recycling, and it will keep the complete country clean. It will also generate a lot of jobs. So this is a new policy that has been introduced by government of India, and this is something which we have to follow very closely to understand well in the days to come. Record run. Market scales new peaks on IT rally. We know that the stock markets in India are doing extremely well. The Sensex has crossed 55,000 mark and Nifty has gone beyond 16,500 mark. So this means that markets are giving great returns, and it is seen that the IT companies are doing extremely well, and hence it is called the IT rally. Tata Motors to set up scrapping units in Ahmedabad. See, the scrappage policy has been introduced by the government and Tata has already responded to it, and they have already signed an MOU with government of Gujarat and they are setting up the scrappage unit in Ahmedabad. Taking away the unfit and old vehicles from the road is very important from safety angle. It is also important from the view of the increasing vehicular pollution. So this is a welcome move by government of India. Of course, there will be opposition from a lot of people to this, but somewhere we have to make sure that we achieve growth and our growth is both sustainable and green. So keeping that in mind, this vehicular scrappage policy is one of the best that government of India has introduced. Now Tata's has, like I told you, has already responded to it and they have signed an MOU. Now there was a long time back, there was a statement which was made by Ford where Ford told that what is good for Ford is good for America. But when it comes to our own Tata, they have a different philosophy. They feel that whatever is good for India is good for Tatas. So Tatas have made the move and let's hope that this will be accepted by a lot of people and we will have safe and non-polluting vehicles on our roads. Forex reserves rise to lifetime high of $621 billion. This is a huge achievement by our country. 30 years ago, 1991, when India accepted the LPG, we had reserves which could help us sustain for 15 days. So today, that same country, after 13 years, is sitting on a foreign reserve of $621 billion. Foreign reserves would normally be in currencies like dollars and pounds and euros, and it will also have government bonds of other countries. The foreign reserves will also consist of bullion like gold, silver and other precious metals. So this is a huge achievement by our country in the last 30 years. Current priority is growth for sure, says the finance minister. We know Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman is the finance minister of our country, and she has told that the priority at present for the finance ministry is growth. And she also told that the privatization will continue, because we have been hearing about government privatizing or planning to privatize some of the public sector banks and LIC. These are some of the big privatizations that is expected in this year and the coming year. So she's telling that privatization will continue and the focus will be on growth. ITC to spend 2 billion on capacity expansion, product quality upgrade. So this comes from the chairman of ITC Group and his name is Sanjeev Puri. He is the MD of ITC. So ITC is one of the oldest companies that is operating in our country, and their major revenue source is of course cigarettes. They have also diversified into FMCG products. They are into hotel industry, stationery, a lot of other businesses. But their idea is to make sure that they invest money on products and upgrade the quality of their products. India cannot become next factory of the world by copying China, says Kant. Kant is Amitabh Kant, who is the CEO of Niti Aayog. NITI stands for National Institute for Transforming India. It replaced the age-old Planning Commission in the year 2014. So, Niti Aayog, the think tank, gives suggestions and comes out with plans to make sure that India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. So, Amitabh Kant feels that we cannot copy China, and by copying China, we cannot beat them. It is time for India to look at the sunrise industry. If you look at the automobile industry today, there is a big change that is happening. In near future, maybe in the next 5-10 years, we can expect the petrol and diesel vehicles to be completely replaced by electrical vehicles. So there is a huge need for the alternate source energy to be harnessed, stored and used. So we need batteries, we need plants which can produce batteries, recycle batteries, and a lot of things are to be done. So that is a sunrise industry as of today. So as Amitabh Kant says, India should focus on such sunrise industries and stop focusing and investing on sunset industries. So it's a very nice suggestion that comes from the CEO of Niti Aayog. Plan to replace toll plazas with GPS based tolling system. So we all know when we travel on highways, there are toll plazas, and as a result of which there are long queues of vehicles which stops because of the toll plaza, and this consumes a lot of fuel, and this also consumes a lot of time and disturbs the entire travel schedule. So the ministry, the transport ministry, is working seriously on replacing these toll plazas with a GPS based tolling system, where the vehicles need not stop. As and when they pass, the amount will be deducted. The Transport Minister of India, Nitin Gadkari, has told that he has received presentations from Korea and Russian companies who are interested to come out with this technology and install this. He has also welcomed the Indian companies to come out with their presentations, which will help India to have GPS based tolling system in the country. Lenskart to hire over 2,000 people by March 2022. So this is a great news that is coming. We know that Lenskart is one of the leading companies when it comes to glasses, and the company plans to recruit 2,000 people by March 2022. PwC India will invest 1,600 crores and it plans to create 10,000 jobs. So these are some of the wonderful positive news that is coming. PwC is one of the largest auditing companies across the world, and they are planning to invest 1,600 crore rupees in India, and in the next 5 years they would be generating 10,000 jobs. If 10,000 direct jobs are created, you can imagine the number of indirect jobs that gets created by this move. And this comes from Sanjeev Krishna, who is the chairman of PwC India. Reliance joins Bill Gates, others to invest 144 in Ambri. So Ambri is into electrical batteries. So here is a good news. Reliance has already started investing on this technology, and Reliance has joined Bill Gates, so we can invest something big that is happening in the electrical battery manufacturing segment. Voda Idea files review plea in SC on AGR calculation error. So we have been following the Vodafone Idea news. We just read last week that Kumaramangalam Birla, who was the chairman of V is the company which was formed by merging Vodafone and Idea in India. Kumaramangalam Birla was the chairman of V, and he stepped down. Before that, he had tried to come out with floor price, that was rejected, and then he offered his stake to Government of India, that was not accepted. Then he asked the government to bail out. When none of these things worked, he resigned from his position. So what does AGR stand for? AGR stands for Adjusted Gross Revenue. So way back in the year 2000, there was a pact which was signed between Government of India and the telecom companies. According to this pact, the telecom companies should share their revenues with Government of India, whereas Government of India will provide the spectrum services. So there has been two different definitions of revenue from the telecom companies and Government of India. So government considers few items as revenue. Telecom companies consider few other items as revenue. There are certain items in the telecom companies list which is there in government list but not in the telecom companies list. So government says that the revenues of telecom companies is higher, whereas telecom companies says that few things are not considered as revenue by us. So this confusion has led to a lot of friction between government and the telecom companies. And what has been observed today is we has a debt of around 1 lakh crore rupees. So if we closes down, it is going to be a huge loss to the economy, to the government, and to the public sector banks. So we just have to wait and see how these things will take shape in the weeks to come. So this is something which is very interesting and which we have to understand. Volkswagen joins Tesla in call for lower import tax on EVs in India. So we know that Volkswagen is one of the leading automobile manufacturers from Germany, and Tesla is one of the leaders when it comes to electric vehicles that are produced by this company. So now what we understand is these two companies are lobbying with the Indian government to make sure that the import duties on the electrical vehicles is reduced, as a result of which the products will become cheaper in the country and their acceptance will be higher. So this is something very important which we have to follow. India considers sharp import tax cuts on electrical vehicles. So there was a question that was asked in the previous slide, and here is the answer. So Indian government is already thinking about reducing the duties on the electrical vehicles. If that happens, these vehicles will become extremely affordable and we can expect more and more number of people buying the electrical vehicles. Upgrad turns unicorn with 1.2 billion valuation. So we know Upgrad is another tech company, and they have raised a new series of investment, and they've got $185 million. And after this investment, their total value has gone beyond $1.2 billion. So this is a good news. India has around 56, 57 unicorns, and few of them are getting added. So this is a great news that comes in. And what is interesting to note here is the promoters still have 70% of their stake, and they're telling that the new round of funding that they've got, it will be used in the mergers and acquisitions of other companies. And the news bit also says that recently they have acquired a global edge tech firm. So all this is very encouraging for all of us, because the startup ecosystem in India is growing much faster, and new companies are getting added, and a lot of investment is coming into the country. So this was the news that we wanted to cover in this video. If at all you have any doubts, you need any clarification, you can leave your questions in the comment section. We shall definitely get back with the answers. If you've liked the video, please hit the like button. And if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe. Thank you.